Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Gakuna Trading. Today we're going to talk about trend lines, magnets, micro trends in a bull channel, micro trends in a bear channel. How we can use these lessons to execute trades based on a setup. So today we'll be looking at that. Now let's go to charts. Right now we have here the New Zealand dollar, USD, which was an inside day, was a signal day for yesterday, an inside day. Now those of you who follow me, you remember the lecture I gave for signal inside day for beginners. You can check that out in my YouTube. The market will only go to one direction. Okay, the market will only move to one direction. Okay, it can either go to the top for a breakout pullback continuation, or a false break reversal of that top. The market will either go to the bottom, breakout pullback, low hanging fruit continuation, or the market will either break out and fail and back to the opposite direction. So this is very, very simple. When you have an inside day, you anticipate, but then every channel in the market, every movement a market makes is a channel, either a bear channel or a bull channel. Now I tend to use this to understand market structure at a certain point. So if I have an inside day, I look at the overall trend. So when you have an inside day, it's very important to look at the overall trend. That gives us an idea of what the market may be intending to do. So we have here, you can see we have a trend line. So this is a bull channel coming out of an inside day. Okay, so this is me identifying a bull channel. So you can see that that's a bull channel. Can you see that? That's a bull channel. Okay, coming out of a inside day, formed a bull channel. Okay, you can see that clearly now. So this is the bull channel. So there are rules that govern trading in this type of channel. So we want to see, those of you who have the playbook, the playbook is out. We're talking about magnets. Okay, so now at a certain point the market will be attracted to the previous day's closing price, or previous monthly highs and low, high of day, low of day. So these are magnets. So the market will only attract such levels. You see, previous day's high is a magnet. The market goes there, breaks out looking for new business. If it doesn't find new business, the breakout is accepted. Okay, now we have moved sideways. What do? We draw our highs and lows at this level here. We draw our highs and lows. We've gone into a consolidation at the high. So this is a new month. The market is about to set the new high of month at this level. So be careful, guys. This may now evolve to a 3-session setup and reversal back to the opposite side. Okay, setting up the new high of month. Okay, now channels are everywhere. We have wedges. Okay, wedges, wedge bottom, wedge tops, which we need. All traders need to be able to identify this. Every channel has a trend. Almost every channel has a trend. So you see me most of the time I draw these channels. You can see this is a channel here. Okay, I always draw these channels. I make sure that I identify that channel. Okay, you can see without further ado, you can see this other trend. You see, you need to draw your trend line. Okay, draw that trend line, wait for the break of that trend line. Trend lines are very, very important, as Al Brooks would say. Okay, you can have all this set up at your deck, but you need to draw your trend lines. Okay, you have a micro channel. This is a micro trend. Okay, you wait for a failure of that micro trend, so to see if you are in line with a major trend reversal. Let's see. So this is a channel, also a bear channel. So channels are always short term. Okay, channels are always short term. We have short term chart channels and long term channels. So this market here, I took a trade off here this morning, gave me a good buy. For those of you who know the rules, Okay, we want to buy for buying pressure. We see this coil here. Stacy would mark that up like this. You can see that coil. Okay, see the market calling and giving us a breakout, pullback. Pullbacks last specific number of bars depending on the time frame. Let's look at this from a 30 minutes time frame point of view. You can see that a breakout, okay, 1, 2, 2 bar pullback, and then a continuation to the upside. AUD USD also did the same thing. Okay, you can see we are trading now in a bull channel. Okay, what are the rules of trading in a bull channel? Okay, we have our gap bar pattern. Okay, we want the market may continue trading in that channel. Okay, or we'll give a 3-session setup and collapse. But then we have a magnet. Previous monthly high is a magnet, monthly low is a magnet also. So markets will tend to go to those areas. GP USD JPY, we are currently in a downward market, okay, in a bear channel. Okay, we're in the bear channel. We want to identify that channel and make sure that we trade in line with the channel, following the rules of these channels. We have a breakout, pullback, and a continuation, breaking out of that previous day's low. We had the first red day from the previous day. You can see the big head and soldier, left soldier, right soldier, head. Can you see that? Very obvious. So you draw your trends, make sure the trend line breaks. Okay, we have a trend within a trend. You can have a trend line within a trend. This is a trend line. You have a trend within that trend. Okay, so this is it. Very basic things, very basic setups that we can identify. Okay, so the market continues in the direction of that FRD today, which I took. Also the what other markets give good opportunities. Yes, USD Swiss franc, you can see we are trading in a bear channel. Okay, but we have wedges, okay, wedge bottoms. Okay, it's very important to identify wedges, wedge top with 4 pushes or 3 pushes. Okay, wedge bottoms, wedge top. Draw your trend line, wait for the break of the trend line. Okay, but make sure that you not trade against the moving average. A monthly low is a magnet. Okay, previous monthly lows are also magnets. GP JPY gave a good shot today in our London session. Congratulations GKDF for taking that. We are still trading in a bear channel. We are still trading in a bear channel, making lower highs and lower lows. Okay, this was the first red day signal, exploded at the last hours of a failure at the 4-hour and a continuation to the downside. We also have the USD card, which was the first red day from yesterday, from our previous day. Okay, Friday we had the market that moved, okay, making lower lows. This is a bear channel. Zoom in is a bear channel also. We want to make sure that we trade in line with that bear channel. Okay, we want to make sure that we not trade against the moving average, but identifying these channels will help. Micro channels in a bear, micro channel in a bear can be a pullback. Micro channels in a bear, wait for the failure of that micro channel in a bear. Okay, you can see that we have bear trend. Can you see that? Look at that trend line. Even if you don't draw from up there, you can see it's obviously a bear trend. Okay, can you see that? Draw a trend line. Remember, the pullback to an EMA is a test of a trend line extreme at Brooks. So you can see that clearly. Always use your trend lines, draw trend lines. Market always forms channels and all of that, bull channels, bear channels. We want to understand what the market is doing. A failure of these channels can lead to a short scalp to the downside, but make sure that you have a setup before applying this. I repeat, make sure you have a setup, make sure you know what you are looking for before trading this. Today I also took a shot on card JPY. Previous day was, we are now trading in the channel. The market formed the channel, You can see me drawing my trend lines and identifying those levels. Today we are in a channel. Okay, that channel gave me a very good sell setup in London, which I shared with the community. The market was still around here when I got in, and boom, I'm out of that market. You can see that. So learn how to identify your channels. Okay, a market moves in channels. Make sure you wait for your channels. Watch your channels, watch your trend lines, watch the EMA, watch your wedges, wedge bottom, wedge tops, especially when you have 3-day shots. The market is forming a bigger wedge. Okay, watch it, be careful, trade with sense. Okay, you can see here, if you expand this chart, we have another channel here. We have a trend line drawn here. Can you see that? Good. That is a trend within a larger trend. We have this one coming like this. Can you see that? Good. So be careful, trade carefully. We have a wedge bottom. Okay, identifying all of these patterns are very important. Okay, wedge bottom, wedge tops helps us identify what the market is doing. Okay, this may now evolve now to a micro channel, a micro trend channel in a climax, a sell climax. We have a bull short bull trend in the sell climax. May feel like the EMA for a continuation down. The low of month, previous low of month, is a magnet. Congratulations to those who took this trade. If you look at Euro USD, also you can see that we are in a trend. Draw that trend line. Make sure that you understand what the market is trying to do. Take out time to also read books that will help you understand this better. Okay, we are looking for wedges, wedge tops, wedge bottoms. With, you can see this is the wedge bottom. Okay, that's a wedge bottom. Okay, you can see we have a major trend reversal setup here. You can see that now making higher lows. Okay, previous monthly high is a magnet. Okay, you can see that trend lines, me drawing trend lines everywhere. Okay, you can see that it's very simple. This can also help you stay away from fake FRDs. Okay, the markets go with you. This is all elaborated with our rules, in line with our rules in the playbook. Do well to understand that the market trades with rules, and these rules helps us identify setups. We want to buy above bull bars closing near their highs after a breakout fails. We want to sell below bear bars closing near their lows when a breakout fails. A pullback to an EMA is a test of a trend line extreme. If you can't understand that, you can look at my chart. You can see it here clearly. Pullback to an EMA is a test of a trend line extreme. This is a trend line extreme. You can see that clearly. Okay, so it is all about rules, reading and then applying them where need be, not just blindly jumping into your chart and trying to trade. Okay, for the gap bars, another test of EMAs has been illustrated clearly in the playbook. Link is in description. This is a test of the EMA, breakout, test of the moving average for a continuation down. Fresh ready. If the markets go with you guys 1% better every single day, do well to study, sit on your hands, trade only the best trades ever. May the markets go with you.